you have been disciplined. You have pushed through. You have said no at dinner parties and prepped your meals on Sunday mornings and tracked every single calorie. And you are exhausted, and things haven't changed the way you want them to. And let me tell you something, and I want you to really hear it. That is not a discipline problem. That is a strategy problem. And there is a big difference between those two things. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you one shift, just one, that my clients tell me changes everything. I'm going to save it for the end. So stay with me. I want to start by challenging something that is deeply embedded in diet culture. The idea that results come from willpower, that if you just try harder, push more, want it more, you will succeed. And here's the truth about willpower: it doesn't last forever. It depletes across the day. It depletes faster under stress, under poor sleep, under hunger. And every system that asks you to rely on willpower as the primary mechanism, every plan built around just don't eat this and push through the cravings, it's a system that will eventually collapse, because humans are not built for permanent restriction. We are not wired for it. What works instead? Systems that reduce the need for willpower, environments and habits that make the healthy choice easier, not harder, meals that actually satisfy you so you are not fighting cravings all afternoon, patterns that fit how your life actually runs, not how you wish it ran. Let me give you a concrete example. I worked with a woman who was convinced she had no discipline. She kept falling off her meal plan every Wednesday afternoon, every single week. She started on Monday and fell off on Wednesday. We looked at what Wednesday looked like. She had back to back meetings from 11 to 4 p.m. She wasn't eating lunch. And by 4 p.m., she was depleted and eating everything she saw. The problem was not her discipline. The problem was a 5 hour gap with no food in the middle of her hardest workday. And what we did, we added one thing: a proper lunch she could eat at her desk before the meeting started. That Wednesday crash disappeared. And she didn't do anything harder. She didn't need more willpower. She needed a smarter structure. And what if the goal wasn't to eat less, but to eat in a way that made you naturally want less? What if the cravings weren't a character flaw, but a signal that your strategy wasn't built around your actual life? This is what I mean by strategy over discipline. It's not about being soft on yourself. It's about being smart. It's about looking at where you keep failing and asking, what is the structure that is setting me up to fail here? And then changing that. Instead of just gritting your teeth harder with more restrictions, small things matter enormously. Keeping the right foods visible and accessible, eating at regular enough intervals that you don't arrive at the dinner starving, getting enough sleep, because sleep debt is one of the most powerful drivers of food cravings. Building in 1 or 2 meals a week you genuinely look forward to, instead of living in permanent deprivation. These things are not cheating. These things are what actually works. Now, the shift I promised you, here it is. Stop asking, what am I not allowed to eat today. Start asking, what does my body actually need today? That one question changes everything. It moves you from fighting yourself to working with yourself, from restriction to nourishment, from temporary diet mindset to something you can actually sustain for the rest of your life. That's the goal, not the perfect plan, not the hardest protocol, something real that fits your real life, that you can maintain when things get hard, because things will get hard. So tell me in the comments, what's one thing you've been forcing yourself to do that you actually hate? Let's figure out if there's a smarter way to get you to the same result. And if you want to work through your specific situation together, my free discovery call is in the description. I post every week new videos on real nutrition. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. So, see you next week. Bye.